Some people have not made the decision that Lana's readers have. Not everyone has gone through the divorce and they are in that painful limbo. Should I leave my relationship or not? Our next author is the author of Should I Leave My Relationship or Not? The Smart Woman's Guide to a Clear Path Forward. So many people in need of that right now. And if that is you or someone you know and love, I'm excited to introduce you to author Karen Lin. Karen, hello.
Hi, Angela. Thanks for having me today.
I'm so glad you're here. Everyone is asking this question. Should I leave my relationship or not? What's the answer?
It's so great because this book, one of the things and tools that it provides is a way to dig deep and look inward and see what would be a process to find who you are when you're your most loving self, and a relationship that will either honor that or will either could destroy your soul, right? And so it's been a blessing to write it, because what it does is it allows somebody to become their most loving self. And I think it's tempting to think, oh, once I find that perfect relationship, then I'm going to become generous and become loving and become kind. And the process of the book allows somebody to work on those things. And that way you can either attract or see if the relationship supports you when you're at your very best. And this lets you make a decision from a place of confidence and empower one that really nourishes your soul.
So this book, Should I Leave My Relationship or Not? How did you pick this topic? Why did you want to write about this?
It was great because I had one relationship that I had been in, and I had been married before, and I'd stayed in it too long, and I got to see the negative impact of staying for societal reasons, cultural reasons, the long list of things that a smart woman will have and say, oh, but it checks all these boxes. It looks really good from the outside. It looks really good on paper. And watching it deteriorate because I didn't have any inner tools. And then once I got to practice that, to see a really successful breakup, one that left everybody feeling amazing, like, you're still an amazing person and we're doing this while we still like each other. And we're better people moving into our next relationship.
I love that. So powerful. Well, Mona from Fort Worth wants to know about your book writing process. And she asks, how did you stay motivated the whole time it took to finish your book? So I know part of that answer, but I'd love to hear from you. How did you stay motivated for the whole time it took to finish your book?
Part of it was that it had been, I think, a lifelong dream. I was one of those kids that it's like a reading rainbow. If you read a book, it'll take you all over the world. And so I would live a lot of these stories. And so I always thought I wanted to be an author, but I always got tripped up with I think it was just perfection, trying to make things perfect. And one of the great things about the Author Incubator is it held space for the messy middle and really celebrated that part, which you need really to have, I think, a brilliant book.
I love that. The other thing I was going to say is, Mona, when you asked your question and you said, for the whole time it took to finish your book, the one thing I want to say, one of our secrets is we just get it done fast, because it is hard to stay motivated. These books were all written in about 3 months. We keep the writing period to a maximum of 3 months. And for a lot of people, I don't know about you, but a lot of people, they'll even write their book in 3 days. Do you remember how you did your book? Did you write it a little bit at a time, or did you do?
Yes, mine was written in 6 days. So yes, so the rest of the time was, getting mentally prepared for that and being in the right, state of mind. And but then the actual writing was a span of 6 days.
So that's my advice to you, Mona, is like, if you can have everything lined up so that you focus for 6 days, it's much more easy to stay motivated for 6 days than 6 months or a year or even 2 years to write your book. It's hard to maintain that focus for that long. So anyway, Karen Lin is the author of Should I Leave My Relationship or Not? The Smart Woman's Guide to a Clear Path Forward. Please get it now and please share it because people need this book right now. Karen, congratulations on your book.
Thank you, Angela.